Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, When Boy Hears the Sound of the Refrigerator Opening. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. If you've ever lived with a dog, you'll know that some sounds have magical powers. For Boy, my dog, the most powerful sound in the world is not thunder, not the doorbell, not even his favorite toy squeaking. It is the sound of the refrigerator opening. This vlog begins like any other ordinary day. I was sitting on the couch, editing videos, half focused, half tired. Boy was lying on the floor, stretched out like a lazy loaf of bread, eyes half closed, pretending to be asleep. His breathing was slow, peaceful, almost dramatic, like he wanted me to believe he was in deep meditation. Then it happened. Click. The soft, innocent sound of the refrigerator door being pulled open. In less than half a second, Boy transformed. His ears shot up like antennas receiving a secret signal from space. His eyes snapped open, suddenly bright and full of hope. His head lifted slowly at first, as if he wasn't sure if what he heard was real or just a dream. I didn't even look at him yet, but I could feel it. I could feel Boy staring at me. You know that feeling when someone is watching you intensely? That was it. I turned my head slightly, and there he was, sitting up now, body perfectly still, eyes locked onto me, tail frozen midair like it was waiting for permission to wag. I hadn't even taken anything out of the fridge. But in Boy's mind, a grand event was already unfolding. This was not just a fridge opening. This was opportunity. This was hope. This was maybe today is the day I get a snack. He slowly stood up and tiptoed closer, each step quiet and careful, as if loud movement might cancel the magic. His face carried that familiar expression, soft, innocent, and slightly dramatic, like he was saying, I'm not asking for much. Just maybe one tiny bite. I closed the fridge. Boy froze. He looked at the fridge, then at me, then back at the fridge. And just like that, today's vlog officially began. After the refrigerator door closed, Boy didn't move. Not immediately. Instead, he sat down gently on the floor, right next to the fridge, as if that was his assigned waiting area. His posture was perfect, back straight, paws neatly together, tail wrapped politely around his body. This wasn't begging. This was negotiation. Boy believes strongly in silent communication. He doesn't bark. He doesn't jump. He doesn't cause chaos. No. His strategy is far more advanced. He uses his eyes. Big, round, hopeful eyes that say everything words never could. I grabbed a bottle of water and walked away. Boy followed me, of course, but not too closely. He kept just enough distance to look respectful, like, I'm not following you. I'm simply walking in the same direction. Every time I stopped, he stopped. Every time I turned, he turned. It felt less like having a dog and more like being shadowed by a tiny, furry bodyguard whose payment was snacks. I sat back down on the couch. Boy climbed up slowly and carefully, then sat beside me, not touching me, but close enough to remind me of his presence. His eyes flicked between my face and the fridge, again and again, like a ping-pong match of hope. Minutes passed. Nothing happened. Boy sighed. Yes, sighed. A long, dramatic sigh that carried the emotional weight of someone who had waited years for something that never came. He laid his head on my leg. Eyes still open, still watching, still believing. At that moment, I realized something funny and sweet. Boy wasn't really obsessed with food. He was obsessed with moments. The fridge opening wasn't just about snacks. It was about shared experiences. It was about being included. About feeling like part of whatever exciting thing was happening in my human world. When I finally opened the fridge again, this time for real, Boy didn't rush. He didn't jump. He just sat up, tail gently wagging, eyes shining softly, as if saying, I knew it. I trusted you. I gave him a small, dog-safe treat. He took it gently. No greed. No chaos. Just pure, quiet happiness. Watching Boy react to the sound of the refrigerator made me smile, but it also made me think. In our busy lives today, we often wait for big things to make us happy. Big achievements, big money, big changes. We forget how powerful small moments can be. For Boy, happiness didn't come from the snack itself. It came from the hope, the anticipation, and the feeling of being included. The refrigerator sound was small, ordinary, and repetitive. Yet for him, it was full of meaning. Boy reminds us that joy doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's hidden in routine. Sometimes it's just a familiar sound that tells us something good might happen. In modern life, we move fast, scroll endlessly, and overlook the simple moments that are happening right beside us. Like Boy, we should learn to pause, observe, and appreciate the present. Don't underestimate small signals of happiness. Morning sunlight, a familiar voice, a shared meal, or a peaceful moment with someone you love. My advice is simple: slow down. Pay attention. Let small joys matter again. When you learn to cherish ordinary moments, life becomes warmer, softer, and more meaningful, just like the quiet happiness in Boy's eyes when the fridge door opens.